Welcome everybody, this is Primoz, Lazar here. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, as you could already know from watching my social media. Right now I'm with my very long-term mentor, Nelson Santiago, who I met in Sydney. He was always advising me on which path to choose and how to succeed in my photography business and my newest projects, Premium Life and things like that. So Nelson, welcome in our beautiful business environment. And
so nice here.
yeah, so tell me a little bit more of your background story.
My background story. Nothing in life comes easy.
Yeah.
Though I was born in a family that values great education and great lifestyle in terms of being fair and being modest. I think that's what built my family through. And values. We value education. That's why we're in the education business. Even now I am in the education profession.
Good.
I'm a teacher.
And you need to balance the education with all the other things as well, yeah?
Of course. Education is one component that you use to move forward. But somehow, with my background, we use that as the end means as well to earn a living.
Yes, exactly.
All right. But while we're earning our living, along the way, we're actually helping people build up on their dreams and achieve their goals.
That's how you can earn respect. And,
some choose to be in the education business as well, but most choose whatever their interests are, whatever they want to become.
Everybody's got different interests.
Yeah. That's why our business is based on educating people, using education to achieve what their goals are. What I see the biggest challenge here is it's not the ability to find like-minded people. It's the ability to find like-minded people who would actually put in the time
As well,
to share their ideas with each other, ensuring that everybody moves forward.
But they exist.
They exist, but sometimes they're just too busy.
I know, so what can person do to get their attention of those who are actually really like-minded, who are going to participate?
Spend time finding like-minded people.
Yeah, you need. And
Once you find a few, then spend time with them, talking about similar things. But the beauty of it is not just establishing what's similar between two people, but also what makes them unique. Like for instance, you and I, Primoz, we both love cameras. I've been a camera teacher for a long time. You've done great videos. I'm a big fan of yours. That's our base. But when it comes to, let's say, our opinions on certain important things like relationships, like education, for example, you got your own views, I got mine.
I don't have many on the education.
Though they're different, that doesn't mean that one of us is right and one of us is wrong.
Yeah, but you got some similar,
common ground.
interests.
Common ground. Let's call it common ground. We stand on common ground, but we face different directions.
Okay. Yeah.
Where does that bring us? Nowhere? I don't think so.
No. There are still match points, And and I want to say here that if you really want to find those people that would really find your path and stuff, all right, you need to develop yourself and become attractive, and you need to match the qualities that those have, all right. So you need to work on yourself.
You talked about something important, I think. This is how to become attractive. Our idea of attractiveness is usually about people's physical attributes.
Depends. No, I mean as well the attitude and the similar. What do I say?
Let's take, for example, some people are visual people. They get attracted because of how people look.
Yeah.
But some people like intellectual attraction. They like how people think.
Yes, of course.
All right?
Of course, yeah, of course.
But then also, like me, I like seeing people the way they act, especially in difficult situations.
Yeah.
When I find people act in a way that I like in difficult situations, that attracts me to that person. that person becomes attractive in a sense that I'd like to follow that person. I like to be with that person, join them in that direction that they're
You
taking.
can play the game well, you know.
Yeah. Because of that attitude that they keep during those hard times. Now, of course, everybody wants to be in good times. In good times, people can be whoever they are because it's good times.
It's easy.
Yeah, but I think it's in those challenging times is when I see that when true character, attitude comes out. That's the time you determine what that person really is made
Who
of.
he is or she is, how they react on the difficult situation.
Yeah. Look, I met you in school. I was your teacher, you were my student. But then along the way, while I was teaching you, I saw that you were using education as a means to reach your goals.
Of course, definitely. I mean, but I don't know how much I received from my formal education because I dropped out of schools anyway. I mean, of course, I completed your college, the diploma.
Yeah.
But
With good grades.
I hope so. I'm not too sure. Your grades were good because you helped me out a lot. But on the other side, I was investing a lot in my own time. I watched so many YouTube videos. I listened to a lot of
we went through that all together.
Yeah, you know. So we had those hurdles and stuff. That we needed to go through because the worlds they didn't completely match, and I'm of course bad student, and you didn't know that that I'm maybe good person but bad student, but you know you don't find you don't find the ways.
No, but what I saw in you was during the time that I was educating you, you were actually thinking of how you could use your education to achieve your goals. And when you started talking about premium life, it caught my interest that this is one guy who is pursuing a dream that he wanted to make a reality in his life.
Yeah, that's
Now I remember Stuart. You know, Stuart and I were your mentors. Remember?
Yeah.
And Stuart and I got to talk to each other, and we said, "Look at this guy. Yes, he's interested in education, but he's more interested in how he can use education to achieve his goals."
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And when you started talking about this program, both of us just completely jumped into it to give you support. Now, right from the start, I was warning you about multi-level. Remember?
Yeah, the stigma, the problems.
Yeah, the problems of multi-level, or the problems of networking, or setting up a network where people might misunderstand it. I gave you suggestions on how you could master it.
But this is really my big goal, you know, and that's why I'm trying to find a different approach to making a greater image of this profession in some way. So I'm trying to learn a lot from those who really know a lot about it. And
but without knowing it, Primoz, you actually are achieving the goals that you have set. Because one thing that I see in you is you're putting together this series of motivational videos, motivational talks that actually encourage other people.
Yeah.
And this is where we find common ground of like-minded people who actually are thinking of gathering a whole bunch of people, sharing ideas to help them out, set their life directions.
I know, of course. As I said, you cannot succeed on your own, you know. But you need to attach yourself to some people who can support your account.
You can, but it's not easy.
You must be great, as Nelson. Good stuff. You can make it happen.
It will be easier when some other people are helping you.
Yeah, I mean, no, really, you need support, you know.
I always tell my students, look guys, I'll do my best to teach you, but remember, I'm not Superman. I'm not Superman.
You need to do a lot of work.
Yeah, I get a lot of advice from other people. All right? They'll help me out. But at the end of the day, it's my ability to decide for myself that spells the difference between following what they tell me or me, myself, deciding which direction I want to take. Many people know how to plan. Trouble is, not many people know how to make the plan work.
Yeah, and you even don't know if they planned that well and if that plan is going to work, even if they put in the work. So it's kind of hand-in-hand situation. You know, everything needs to match And as we said before, you still need to keep that focus and the goal there and keep working, because you need to figure out which plan is going to work, which strategy is going to work. If you are going to stay consistent, if you are going to put in enough and a lot of work, if you are going to come through all the obstacles that come to you and this kind of stuff. It's so many things actually. It's like, it's life, you know. That's how we say, living premium life, living the ideal lifestyle. So develop yourself and cooperate with other people, and this internal and external world together can bring you to whatever you desire, because you cannot succeed single-handedly. You cannot be selfish, okay? You cannot just take, but you need to give to those who need something, and you will exchange the value, you will participate, you will engage, people will like you, people will love you, things like that. So it's a process. You know.
Just picking up from what you're saying, you were talking about plans. Plans are great, but in my opinion, what makes plans work are strategies.
Yes.
Strategies.
Yes.
And what makes strategies successful is action.
Yes, of course.
And what makes action special are results.
That's the most important thing.
At the end of the day, will be measured by results. No matter how good our plan is, it will not work if there is no strategy.
Yeah.
And if the strategy is put together and it looks like it's working, it's not put into action, then it's all talk. It's just words.
I understand that. It's difficult.
Now, many people find themselves so busy doing actions left and right, here and there and everywhere. But what matters at the end of the day are results from these actions. Because results are the ones that determine whether something actually came out of the plan.
Yeah. Did you watch that video that when I was talking about the bamboo tree?
The what? The bamboo tree.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Yeah, well, sort of, yeah.
No, sort of, but yeah, that's the same topic that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
The point of the bamboo tree story is that when you plant the seed and you water it, and you keep watering it, it doesn't give you any physical and visual results. You don't see any results of the tree coming out, okay? But if you keep watering, if you keep working, if you keep planting, if you keep doing the action, not giving up, after 5 years, this tree suddenly grows up to 25 meters or something like that in 6 weeks. Okay, so it just kind of exploded. But if you would not kept watering it, the seed would die. Okay, so let's say me personally, I'm in this situation where I'm doing it, keep moving forward, all right? But there is no results. So nobody cannot believe you that this project or whichever project can succeed, that somebody is on the right track. So what's your suggestion on that person that thinks and believes that he's on the right path, but there is no results in some manner yet? I mean, I see a lot of results, how I upgraded myself, developed myself, how I feel so much better, you know, and so I see results here, right? But there is no financial or however else result. So what's your suggestion on that? What should somebody do in that kind of situation?
Once you see that there are no results, I think you have to rethink your plan and see what is important to you in terms of what you need to produce.
The plan was adjusted, but the goal has not changed.
I know. But what I was picking up from what you were saying is, yes, results come out, but there are no financial rewards tied to it. Question is your goal really financial rewards? Because some people are quite happy without financial rewards,
but that's, you cannot,
and yet still getting results.
You cannot satisfy yourself with not having financial results.
Let me
you're still
give you.
the point.
Let me show you the point. If a guy wants to lose weight, there's no financial reward on it, but more on physical rewards.
Yeah, but you can compare in this situation.
Now, when it comes to business, there could be physical rewards in terms of reputation, in terms of a great location for your business or your office. But then again, if financial rewards are the target of that business, then when results come out in terms of financial gain, then you know you've made it. If you built a great reputation, you build goodwill, there is also success in that.
It is, yeah.
And somehow, financials have this knack of following through.
That was the part of the seed being developed and getting ready. There are some things, and then financially someday, you know, when
financials are not the end of it all.
In some way, yeah.
To me, there was a point in my life that goodwill was more important than finance. Goodwill means people trusting you. Goodwill means relationships have been built.
Definitely, that's true.
And then the financial rewards follow.
Yeah, it's a balance between kind of everything again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, at certain points in what you're doing and chasing your goal, you will see financial benefits probably at the end. But sometimes during the middle, you will see some other more intangible benefits like trust, like reputation, like awareness. Even awareness itself. People are aware of your company, aware of your product, aware of you.
That's important.
To me, that's a huge gain.
It is, yeah.
You can easily be distracted by many things daily in life. But then if you stay focused on where you want to go, that shift in direction is minimized. But once you start losing focus, you still are running as fast as you could, hurdling all of these things that block your way, but somehow missing your actual goal. The ability to focus on that goal helps you now harness that speed and that hurdling in the right direction.
I understand, yeah.
It's the direction that's important.
So not giving up is actually also part of keeping focus.
Well, of course. When you give up, that's it. You lose.
Because if you gave up, you lost focus, you went into different direction and tried that, and you blah, blah, blah. Too many things.
Going in a different direction is a different story. All right? Somehow, when some people go in a different direction, they still enjoy a level of success, but not how they imagined. But what you need to be very careful of, in my opinion, is the ability not to stop short of your goal, but to keep on going, pushing yourself, making sure that you have that extra ounce of strength to keep on going to that direction that you've set.
I understand that.
When you slow down, pick up speed.
Yeah.
When the hurdles get higher and higher, find a way to go above it, below it, to the left, to the right, but never losing
because
direction.
My problem it's not my problem. I got the focus. I'm not focused. I got that goal, all right?
All right.
So I just need to follow what you just said, because
Direction.
just keep moving through the things, because I'm going to come there, because I don't lose that intention to really come there. It's my only vision, my purpose. You know?
So, like, how many times have parents said, I've got good kids, but the only thing wrong with them is they lack direction? That's exactly my point. Direction is very important. It's not just the speed that you go forward. It's not just the way you hurdle all of these obstacles along the way.
Yeah.
But it's actually keeping track of your direction, ensuring that you're focused on getting where you want to be.
So who should kids listen? Themselves or parents? And how much should I listen to them? What do you think?
I would say listen to both. At certain points in life, like when you're just getting started, listen to your parents. But once you're out there on the road by yourself, then start listening to yourself.
I don't want my parents or any other parents to be short on my vision, because they don't believe in some things that I or somebody else believes.
People are different. Even parents and their children can be different. But it's their ability now to determine which is the right direction for that person that spells the difference between success and failure, parent-wise or children-wise. My opinion, like for my kids, for example, what I do is I help them choose the direction where they want to go. I sort of push them forward to get them up to speed. And I rush them when I see them slowing down.
Yes.
When there are hurdles in front of them, I give them reassurance that you could go either above it, below it, to the left, to the right, but never lose direction. Stay focused on where you want to go. At the end of the day, this is what I tell them. Look, it's going to be your choice. I cannot make choices for you. You have to make your own choices. It's like renting your own apartment. I can initially pay for it. I could put a deposit. I could put an advance payment. But at the end of the day, it's going to be you.
Yeah,
it's going to be you, the child. It's going to be you, that person.
Because they need to be used of the hard work or hard life as well.
That's right.
The parent cannot soften them too much.
No, they cannot. They cannot. Embarking on achieving your goals, you have to take risks. Now, here's one funny thing about people. They take little risks, expecting huge rewards, big rewards.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you want big rewards, then take big risks. Not taking risks also is risky in itself.
Yeah, people stay comfortable, They don't risk that much. I mean, I risked a lot. I left everything behind. I mean, you did the same. You left your country, I don't know, 10 years ago, however,
Yeah.
So
leaving my country and coming here is not like winning the lottery.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because I did not risk little
You didn't get
and gain a lot.
You still needed to work all the way toward it.
I got to where I am now because of the big risks that I had to take. Was I scared? Of course I was scared. I have to admit. But then again, it's my ability to manage those risks.
Yeah.
That spelled the difference. Minimize it, eliminate it, transfer it, or just let it sit on the side.
Yeah, but
and watch whether it's going to derail your plans and change your direction.
Exactly.
Oh, I stayed on my direction, and I achieved what I set out to do when I came to Australia.
Yeah, slowly it pays all off and it becomes stable.
Yeah. The pursuit of financial reward seems to be the ultimate goal of most people. But to me, yes, it would come in handy. Financial rewards, yes, I'm not a hypocrite. I like money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's that fulfillment that comes to me when I achieve my goals. That is the most important. Fulfillment.
Fulfillment, yeah.
It's that feeling that, hey, I'm complete. Hey, I've reached my destination.
Yeah.
Whether the rewards, financial rewards, are big or small, what matters to me, Moses, am I satisfied? Am I happy? To me, that's fulfillment.
That you are empowered, that you have achieved the emotional satisfaction and things like that.
For some, it's in the pocket, but for me, it's in the heart.
In the heart. See, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of guys on a boat and rowing as hard as they can. All right?
I know what you mean,
Yeah. And then somebody says, hey, we're just running around in circles.
Because the team or everything needs to work together.
Yeah, we're not heading anywhere.
My point is I can be spiritually, mentally successful, but if I'm not financially, I'm not going anywhere. But if I'm rich and I don't have health and I'm not doing things in a goodwill, all right, which means spiritually I'm hurting people, see, I'm not going anywhere. That was your point, all right?
Yeah.
So at the end of all, you need to follow those the laws, the rules, or whatever. How do you name it?
I met a guy yesterday who was renting out his house. It had 5 bedrooms. And I was looking at what his goal was. Was his goal to get tenants? And apparently that was just one of the objectives. Just to get tenants. But the actual goal is to maximize the profit in renting out that house. Now, he didn't want to rent it out to a family for 500 Aussie dollars. What he wanted to do was to rent out each room for 250 bucks.
To, let's say, students or something.
To students, to anybody who would be willing to pay 250 bucks. And when you add up all those 250 bucks
it's like
per room, it's much more bigger than that. And yet the house is in disarray. The house is in bad condition. It's dirty, it's falling apart. Did he care?
No, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care because his goal is profit. But then at the end of the day, sure, you got profit. But what's the state of your business?
Yeah, it's going to break, it's going to fall.
And that's what he's not seeing at this point.
Yeah. At the end of all, there is only one way, okay? because if you go the wrong way, you fail. Okay, if you continue well, if you're doing well, you succeed. You never give up, you succeed, you make it happen, all right? So what's your last suggestions to all the viewers of how to make it happen through the good path, through the successful path?
Stay in the right direction.
Stay in the right direction, keep focused.
Keep focused.
It's going to be all good.
You can vary your speed. You can choose the hurdles that you like to go through. But then at the end of the day, it's the direction that you're taking that's very important.
Nice, perfect. That was Nelson, Santiago, and Primoz Lazar. I hope that you enjoyed this interview. We'll see you soon, all right?